about Adonis Graham.
Adonis Creed?
No. Let's talk about Adonis Graham, son of Aubrey Graham, a.k.a. Drake. Drizzy. Young. No, he's not young. The OVO himself, Mr. OVO himself, October's very own.
I don't want to talk about this. Call our Drake correspondent.
Our Drake correspondent might be working. Let's see.
I don't want to get any hate off yet. I want to wait for the album.
We were just calling because, sorry. We figured, we should call our Drake correspondent about Adonis and his artwork.
Yeah. Oh, yo. What's up, JD?
Hey, what's going on, Josh?
Sorry.
You're supposed to do like the Joe Budden podcast.
I know, but he sounded upset. He's my brother. I care about him. I don't care about the podcast.
I know, but before you do it, once you get that shit off, then you're supposed to let him know, hey, we're on the pod.
Right, but
you just bust out.
I went into
we wanted to call our
mode.
Drake correspondent. Nigga, let him know.
I went into big sister mode, like, oh my gosh, what happened to you?
That's fine, but once you switch from there, then you have to let him know he's being recorded.
Right. Well, this is Dash from the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast, and we were here. We were about to talk about Adonis's artwork, and and Jay said we should call our Drake correspondent and see what he thought.
So I actually thought it was all right. It seemed a little bit cool, but I will say I saw something on Twitter which was kind of funny where someone was saying that Drake's kid is fighting some demons. So that's a crazy looking boy. That dog is looking nuts.
The dog does look scary. It reminds me of an image that I can't remember. Like, it looks like something, but I cannot remember what it looks like.
Looks like a demon.
Well,
the kid is fighting some demons, man. I don't know.
You see, I never would have even thought to say that. That's why we gotta call our Drake correspondent.
You're right. Well, what?
It looks okay. I mean, I know I'm not about to buy the shirt because apparently he's selling T-shirts of it now.
Of course
too.
he is. Of course he is. I mean, why would
Which,
you?
I mean, okay, cool. I guess you're proud of your son. You want to do that, sure. But yeah, I just want the album. Like, give me the album. And if it's more of what he did on Meltdown, then I want more of that.
They're saying there's a 12 a.m. in Cuba.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh.
I don't know if it's real, but someone on TikTok has been leaked. Well, we figured out that maybe it's AI generated.
Yeah, it wasn't real Drake.
I can see that. I mean, a lot of the songs, the leaks have been AI generated these days with Drake, so
that's really annoying.
I can see that. And I was seeing some things on YouTube where it was like, for all the dogs, and it was a song, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I actually found one which actually was an AI song.
Yeah.
It was the one with the Weeknd, and they said that was on For All the Dogs. So I'm like, yeah, someone's at work right now trying to, give Drake some free marketing.
Yeah. I just feel like just drop the album. Just give it to us so we could see if we need to be mad or not. That's where I'm at with it. Oh, go ahead.
How old is Drake's son?
Adonis, he got to be like, I don't know, when was Pusha T mad? 5 years ago?
Yeah, that might have been about 5 years ago. So I think he's around 5.
He's probably like 5, 6. He can't
You
be
think 5-year-olds could color in the lines that well?
I mean, I'm sure they cleaned up the image.
Oh.
His daddy's rich. I don't think they just put it out exactly as it is. But okay, it's funny you say that because I know you have a hot take. And okay, while we have our Drake correspondent, because we know he doesn't have a lot of time, go ahead and say your hot take before he gets off the line.
I don't think Adonis drew that.
You don't think Adonis drew that?
No, I think it's fake news, alternative facts.
What do you think did that? You thought Drake did it himself? I
don't give a fuck who did it, but it don't look like something a 5-year-old drew. Number one, okay, like Dash just said, if he drew it, they altered it. Which then makes it not his drawing.
Yeah, I mean...
If my 13-year-old daughter draws Superman and I change what she did, it's no longer her drawing.
Well, now it's you're drawing as a collective. Now
But he didn't
you guys
say
drew it together.
But that's not what Drake told us.
Well, Drake is not going to tell us the whole truth.
I mean, but then you can easily
Drake told
put that
us-
towards music though.
Drake
You can
said,
say,
That's true.
"Oh, go ahead,
like,
Josh."
you can say that. Okay, I made the song. Well, this person made the song, and I tweaked it and also added it. But so because they had some help in it, it's no longer my song. I mean, it's still my song. You added to it. We collaborated. Still my song.
Tell that to 50 Cent in The Game.
Well, I mean,
That was their beef for many years.
I believe Fifth wrote all that shit
You see?
up to a certain point.
And then see, so here we go.
I mean, points are being made. I don't know.
I mean, I will say, honestly, it's a job. Like, look, if my kid drew something and I did a little bit, my kid drew that. I don't care. I'm rich. What you gonna do? My kid drew that. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's probably what happened. Like he started it off, and they said, "Oh, let's add some ears," and then Drake was like, "Adonis did this."
Yeah.
I don't
One of
know.
the famous stories. And I don't know. Maybe somebody will link it in one of their books.
I will
Drake
say,
drunk one time. He spoke about it.
Yeah.
right. I will say, yeah, that's kind of where I was going. I will say, Drake is smart for doing this because once again, here we all are discussing an album cover, and there's not even any music out.
Right.
See, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's going to always get people talking. I didn't think he was going to drop it last week because he is smart because a lot of people, what they do, they usually talk about an album name or show the album cover like around Tuesday, Wednesday, and then there's probably going to be something else that drops on a Thursday, and then it's going to be like on all platforms. You get it on all your DSPs Friday at midnight.
Right.
But the thing is that he never said that, and honestly, Drake is not that, like, he does that a lot. Like, we were waiting over a year for Certified Lover Boy.
Yep.
Like, I remember when he put out the trailer for that, and, like, it was over a year. We were like, what the hell? And we got it in some year. But aside from that, like, I don't know. I don't know when For All the Dog is going to come out, and I kind of just leave it up to, it's going to drop when it's going to drop. I wouldn't even look forward to it unless if there's, like, a single that's out. Because Drake usually, these days, he drops a single with it. I don't think he's ever put out an album without a single since, if you're reading this too late.
Well, wasn't that a mixtape?
We're not going to do that.
Oh, okay. I was genuinely asking.
Well, I think it's debatable. I think that there is sort of, but sort of not.
Oh, I mean, I'm not the biggest Drake fan. That's why I was asking. I wasn't throwing shots.
Okay, so I think what Josh is talking about is the fact that during that time, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but I think that was around the time where he was trying to get out of his contract and he had one album left. So
I didn't even know that.
yeah, so
Yeah,
this was
that
like
was a thing around the time.
a sneak thing that he did and dropped it. So technically, it was a mixtape, but it was a mixtape that got released as an album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he could
that
fulfill
was the
his
thing.
I
I didn't know that. That's why I honestly was asking it. This time I wasn't throwing shots because I remember that even the content of the project, people were like, "Oh, this is mixtape Drake," which we haven't got in a long time.
And that's why the title was "If You're Reading This Is Too Late," because it was like to the execs, "Fuck y'all, I already did it."
Oh, see, I didn't know any of that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Right. Yeah. That was a thing, which is funny because then he still re-upped on his Young Money, Cash Money contract after that.
Yeah.
But no, the reason why I say that is because in the era of music streaming, you can almost call anything you want. You can call it a mixtape, you can call it a playlist, you can call it an album. Yes, technically, from what Drake said, it's a mixtape, but you know what's a true mixtape to me? Something that doesn't need clearance. And those songs, they needed clearance.
Right.
If it's something that's not being sold and put on an official streaming service, like Apple Music or Spotify, I don't even look at it as a mixtape because you have to get the clearance and you're making money off of it. I think if anything, call like the name of your body of work, that's just more marketing behind it. Especially if you don't want to like make it a mainline project. Like, you know how with movies, it'll be like Mission Impossible 1, 2, and then it'll be like Mission Impossible Extraction. And like that's supposed to be like the side project. So because we're not too confident on what it's gonna do.
Right.
And we're not probably putting as much money, like the budget isn't as big, so we're gonna call it something else so that people don't focus on it being a mainline project when it still technically is. It's still a body of work that's gonna get graded. So that's what I say that about If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Again, very dope mixtape album, whatever you want to call it.
Got
and
you.
Also, just to correct myself, I think actually he didn't have a single for More Life, because I think that one he debuted on OVO Sound Radio back when he won that.
Well, that's what another podcast said. Another podcast said that he, as of late, that they believe he was not dropping the album because he did not do the radio thing. And that the last couple projects, that's what he's done. He's played music from the project on OVO radio before it came out.
Yep, that's exactly what he's been doing. He's been kind of doing the traditional rollout. But he also, I think, again, he did this again with the Certified Lover Boy thing, where it was like, you know what, actually, I'm sorry. That Weirdo Dance album, he didn't release a single for that, but that was also kind of obvious because...
But he played it on the radio show.
Oh, did he? Okay, so I stopped.
I think whatever the single was, Sticky, I think it was.
Okay.
He played that on the radio show.
Okay. Well, hey, I mean, I say this. I think Drake knows what he's doing and just putting that out there. I'm sure also he was like excited about it because it's his son. I think it's also a thing where he's like, all right, like, this is what it's going to be. Doesn't mean it's going to be right for you now. Like, Drake is going to do whatever the hell he wants to do these days. And, you know, but I will say the pattern of what he's been doing lately, he's going to put out a single. It's also possible that Search and Rescue song that I was talking about, where he's talking about, like, taking out the streets.
Oh, yeah, we heard that song later on.
Yeah, we did.
It's
Yo, I was telling her that your imitation was spot on.
yeah, and I'm so sad that it was spot on. I don't like it. I mean, a lot of people liked it at the concert, which was cool, but it was like, this is so lazy. It's so stupid.
That's
But actually, fun fact, Kim Kardashian was sampled on that song. She's the girl who's talking about it's like a little like interlude in the middle of it about something that she heard on the internet. That's Kim Kardashian.
Oh, interesting.
I hope he cleared that one, because that one will take all your money.
Oh, I feel like they all like hang in the same circle. Don't they live in the same neighborhood?
They all live in the same neighborhood
Yeah. So, you know, that's his neighbor.
and the same bedrooms.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, no comment on that. Kanye's gonna come after you, man.
Oh, please.
Well, go take care of yourself. We
Thank you.
we appreciate you as always.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Anytime you want to give shout out by some birds, so you know, no problem. Just call me anytime. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
Talk to you
Josh.
later. Bye.
Peace. Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, everybody who's listening, just make sure you subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts, on YouTube. Hit the like button. Hit the notification so you get all the updates whenever their podcasts drop. You got to make sure you do that.
Thanks,
I
Josh.
appreciate that.
Support the fan.
Hey, real quick. You know Sexy Red got a new song?